Yeah, welcome to the Nintendo Wii U. I finally unearthed it from its caverns, from its dust, because we're here to play a specific game today. We're here to click on the Smash symbol and play Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So, Smash 4 nowadays, pretty much overwritten by Ultimate, but nonetheless, Ultimate's greatness had to come from somewhere. This was a step up from Brawl, certainly. It didn't have every character, but it had just enough characters, and it had plenty of new mechanics. And hey, it was on two systems. I mean, that's also gotta count for something, right? So hey, that's a nice little title screen. Look at all these copyrights. Capcom, Bandai Namco, Square Enix. Definitely a taste of what was to come. So, let's get straight to games and more. And let's take a solo job through Classic Mode. Now, we played Classic Mode on the 3DS before, but this one is on an entirely different table. Charizard. So we're gonna be picking Shiny Charizard. At least it used to be its shiny colors. So once again, much like 3DS, difficulty kinda gets a little more intense when you crank the meter up. That gold is on fire. Someone should check that. It could melt. But it's only going to get worse from here. I think we're going to play it safe, and that looks just hot enough. We're doing this on Intensity 7, and we'll see how far we go with that. Ready, go! So you can pick and choose any of these fights on the board as you see fit. And I think for starters, we'll have ourselves a little one-on-one. Versus Rob. Ready, go! So Smash for Wii U. I guess you could apply this to 3DS. Took out a lot of things that made Brawl kind of uncomfortable. Like, tripping is a thing of the past. Mostly that. Pretty much that's the one. It's a bit more of a refined Brawl. You have to keep an eye on this course. Because things can get very rough, especially with Rob on the... Okay, I need you to not dodge. That'd be super nice. Oh yeah, I know better. Wrong place at the wrong time, Rob. So yeah, I'm playing as Charizard for this one. Charizard's my favorite Pokemon, and I was glad when he got a solo act in Smash 4, so we're picking him here. And we're gonna have us a little sword fight. Time to see if these legendary sword users could slay a mighty dragon. Okay. Could have waited on that. This is a free-for-all. They will attack one another eventually. So, Charizard's signature here is Flare Blitz. When he uses it, regardless of if it hits, it damages him. Much like in the original Pokemon games. We're gonna abuse that to high heaven. Because it's one of his best knockback moves, and honestly, just fun to toss out. And plus, we're gonna need it. Alright. The third round is always at the center of the table.
Versus Nest Hunt, Lucario, Pac-Man, Kirby, Bowser, and King TDD.
Depending on if you took down your rival in the first two fights, the rival will appear in this third fight.
Ready, go!
So one of the neat things that came with Smash for Wii U was the ability to have 8-player Smash. The absolute insanity on the screen. I'm barely keeping up with where I am, even who I am. I mean, Pac-Man, Kirby, not exactly Pokemon, but Pokemon shaped. I need you to not. Well, that was dumb of me. I wasn't aware when the rocket would come back down. Oh, hey, man. Lugia, what's up? Aeroblast that hardly affects Pac-Man. Okay. Whew. So Charizard is a big, lumbering dragon with heavy hits. What's his flaw? He's a big, lumbering dragon. Which means if he whips, it's a bad time.
Ready, go!
Well, I can't refuse a brawl with Mario and Sonic.
Team battle.
So, in team battles, you can actively use characters that you've defeated in previous Smashes. For this one, we're using Pac-Man.
Versus Sonic, Dr. Mario, Yoshi, and Mario.
Doesn't feel right to have a little mascot war without
Ready,
Pac-Man.
go!
Right? Wii U can have a lot of random parameters in its classic mode. I've come across instances where team fights include giant versions and metal versions at the same time. Needless to say, you can try to prioritize them all you want. But teams don't care. Everyone's a threat. Just gotta not do foolish stuff. Okay, Yoshi, it's just you now. Yeah. Yoshi, unfortunately, jumped his way to his doom. So, Wii U and 3DS possess special moves which can actually alter how certain characters behave. We won't be using any of them, I'm just telling you they exist.
Versus Little Mac, Lucario, Ralph, and Zero Suit Samus.
Definitely worth noting the wireframe Little Mac.
Ready, go!
This game gets very creative with its costume selection, to the point that certain characters have entire alternates on their character, like Alph over here. Not exactly Olimar, but not exactly unique enough to be its own character. No, I'm strong against ice. Oh, right. Flying. Oh, that was painful. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get this over with. You two can have it out. Change my mind. Change my mind. So this is Mega Charizard X. You can fly in any direction you wish. Just be wary of where you land. This is gonna be a rough one. Sorry, Lucario, can't let you cook. And when the 5th stage ends, your next one is an assault.
Versus Fighting B-Team.
Now, difficulty determines how durable these Miis are. On lower difficulties, the down smash would have been enough. But here, we need to actually exert some effort. And by effort, I mean spam POW blocks. Fun fact! Sometimes Miis you have on your system can become fighting Miis. That's a lot of me I'm beating up. Ah, just couldn't make the distance. Okay. So now we get taken to the final stage.
Versus Master Hand and Lazy Hand.
Crazy! Love the crazy hand. Okay, so again, this fight also depends on difficulty. Because Master Hand and Crazy Hand have more HP, the higher the difficulty is. I'm just gonna dodge here for a sec. And... if your difficulty is high enough, Crazy Hand gets even crazier. You have a multi-form boss fight. Each one has their own attack patterns, behaviors. I didn't want to get caught in that. And life bars. Life bars that you don't get to see, but trust me, they do exist. Internally. Difficulty determines exactly how many forms this entity takes. For example, we dealt with a Colossus form. We have this Beast form going on. I shouldn't Flare Blitz him, but he's right there. He's just begging to be shot at. And Sword form. Oh, that was bad. And when you've dealt with those three forms, you fight the worst enemy. Yourself. Oh. Probably should have saved that one. Sorry, Shadow Charizard, you got no time to shine. And finally, this part, the Master Hand's core. If you wait long enough, this will regenerate. You need to actually knock it off the stage. And that is easy enough. There's actually another part to that on a more intense difficulty, but those are for braver, much braver souls than I. And that fireworks show indicates that Super Smash Bros. For Wii U done. So here is a credit screen that is infinitely easier and infinitely harder than the 3DS version. Because there is more screen to beat up on. And why is it easier? Because you get power-ups! Lots of power-ups. These include mushrooms. They also include things like screw attacks and bombs. Anything to make things blow up simultaneously. So yeah, Smash for Wii U. Nowadays, obviously, not as beloved as Ultimate, but at the time, we assumed this would be the peak of Smash. In fact, when a new Smash Bros. Game was announced for Nintendo Switch, people thought they were just gonna, like, just re-release Wii U. Which would have been a fair deal. Here, put that down. Do a lot of the work for me, hopefully. Yeah, it's a lot harder to grab certain spots because you have a moving screen. And with the scrolling picture, it can be a bit rougher to determine what is left behind. There are a few blinking spots to help you out with that. But yeah, 100%. Little more difficult than 3DS, but you have plenty of things to help you out in that regard. In fact, whatever did happen to that next Smash game? I guess we'll all find out together, won't we?